One of them was one more warning away from being fired from their waitstaff job, and the other was working at the spaghetti factory. Now, they are cemented in pop culture forever. I mean, from that to this.
I think of everything through sex now.
And love.
Nope, not for me.
This is all what you didn't know about the rise of Connor Story and Hudson Williams from Heated Rivalry. Courts, I feel like a Wilko story time is coming on.
Oh.
And I know what you're thinking.
What's a Wilko story time?
No, you hear about all my stories all the time. It's just that everyone else gets to be brought in now.
You've named it now.
Yeah. Come and sit on my knee and I'll tell you a story.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay, too far. Listen, I also know that you're thinking that this is just another video of me pushing the gay agenda, talking about...
Yeah, you're obsessed with turning people gay.
And that's how you can. You can turn people gay. Like in 1995, you could absolutely turn someone gay. It's still the case today.
Yes.
And I know that you are mad that I just still want to keep talking about this show that you still have not seen. Am I correct?
Still haven't seen it. Sorry.
Fucking hate
It's just,
the gays.
it's not something that I think I'll get my husband to watch with me. So I need to find time.
Well-
He's away soon. Maybe I should watch it.
Yeah, absolutely you should. This is time for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But more than the show, I'm infatuated with the pop culture moment that it has, especially this year, and the ride that these two guys have been on. Oh, by the way, I'm Wilko. This is Courts. We love pop culture and dig into things, especially about these two guys and this whole moment that started off, ended 2025, started 2026. And also, I need to remind you that it took 55 days for them being complete unknowns to owning the zeitgeist. 55 days.
So it could still happen for us. This podcast still could take us.
No.
No. Okay.
Also, we
Shut
don't
it
want
down.
the
Shut the
fame.
dreams down.
We just want to be able to pay the bills. Like honestly.
I want the fortune.
Yeah.
I do want the fortune. I wouldn't mind some of the fame. I don't know about this
What do you
level
want
of fame.
fame?
This level of fame.
no, we don't want fame.
That they. No, like you need to be famous enough that it gets you the fortune, right?
Right,
But like you this level of fame that these guys have come into is like, it's like they went from nothing to Britney Spears in 55 days. Like that's how big they are.
The obsession. And I mean, with those kind of things that burn so brightly, they can fizzle out really quick. Vanity Fair, they were the ones that coined this sort of whole like life changed in 60 days article. And they went through a whole timeline of everything that's happened since the show launched on Crave. And I thought, I said to you, I really want to do like a deep dive on this, and not just because it would be my special subject in any given game show, but mostly because I'm so obsessed with people who were working in hospitality and then all of a sudden they're at the Golden Globes presenting an award.
like Indiana Jones. Was it Indiana Jones? Harrison Ford?
Oh, yeah. Well, he was a carpenter.
Because he was like painting houses or something.
He was a
wasn't I thought he was
carpenter.
painter.
He always wanted to be an actor. All right, let's break it down. So there's two guys in Heated Rivalry who are the main characters. There's also another storyline with a couple of other gays. One of them is a hockey player with Francois Arnaud, or Arnaud. It depends. It's hard to remember. It's always hard with Francois. You know what I mean? But
And you.
I'm not going to focus on them. I'm just going to focus on Connor and Hudson. So with Connor's story, he's only 26 now. So he's 26 now.
I can't put a face to the name. Can you tell me which one's which?
The blondie.
Connor's
Blondie.
Connor is the
Blondie.
blondie.
Yeah. Okay. So
the actual gay.
well,
One of the undies in the ad.
he hasn't. We haven't specified. You know what I mean? Like we're not talking about. He hasn't spoken about sexuality, but you know it's open.
Okay. So for now he's a bisexual.
For now, he's in everything. So he plays Ilya Rozanov, which is the Russian hockey player. But in real life, he grew up in Odessa, Texas. A lot of people had no idea who he was. Even though we had a couple of little breaks before Heated, there was a small film called Riley, which was a coming-of-age film. It is also a little bit gay, and I'll be watching it later. He was also in that second Joker movie that got completely panned with Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga. He had a very tiny role in that. It took 2 years to come out, and then it got panned, so nothing was really happening. So he was just waiting tables the whole time. Like, what a life that is. You're on a movie set one day, and then the next, you're back to serving people food.
Yep.
I mean,
it's
Hollywood, crazy. Man. Now, actors put down self-tapes all the time. They're actually really soul-destroying. Like, if you've had an actor friend or whatever, we've got a friend, Sweet Baby Wes. He is an actor, and he puts down self-tapes, and I just think, fuck no. I hate recording myself on video all the time, but to just constantly record, and you record for everything from a commercial, from a bank, where they don't even give you lines. You've just got to they go, okay, this is what you have to do today. Just smile and then trip and fall over. And you just do that multiple times on a tape. They don't even give you lines sometimes.
I'm actually quite good at that.
Well, maybe that's what you should do, but you'd have to look at yourself a number of times and edit things, and you hate that. So Connor, talking about his self-tape audition for Heated Rivalry, he told Vanity Fair, he said, I was like, if we're doing a show that heavily involves sex, I'm going to take my shirt off for this, even though it didn't say in the script for him to take his shirt off. And if you've seen Connor's physique, like, why wouldn't you get it out? If you've worked that hard on it.
I'm not sure that I would ever have a shirt on if I've got that physique. Yeah. Like, you'd just be getting around shirtless, or at least just in a singlet.
I think that about your husband, and yet he walks around with his shirt on all the time, and it's just it's like a barbecue. It's like, Bobby, why do you think we're here? It's not for the barbecue.
The six-pack's gone.
That's okay. The rest of it's good. The rest of it's good.
It's been a long winter. It's been a long 12-month winter. Started last winter.
Yeah, right. Okay. He said, if we're doing that, we'll all have to see what these people look like naked, because there's a lot of, nudity in this show. Actually, in fact, he was on the verge of losing his job at the Laurel Grill in Los Angeles in Culver City when the offer to play Ilya came in. Now, Culver City is closer to Santa Monica, but it's between Beverly Hills and downtown LA. Apparently, in this job, he did a really bad job. Apparently, he dropped the ball. His boss said if he gets another bad review, he sat him down. He said, this is not acceptable. This is your final warning. If anything happens again, you're out. Minutes after that, after getting a written warning, he looked at his phone. His agent had called to tell him that he got Heated Rivalry. I mean, how everyone, you talk about it all the time, something's
fate.
in retrograde or whatever, and this explain things. Yeah. But what do we have to do to align our life like this? Because this whole story is just a story of everything, right place, right time, right person, right role.
Yes.
Everything, just like the audience was gagging for it, literally. And so it all just sort of lines up. Apparently, after that, he did a few more shifts, even though he got the role, and then was like, bye, bitches, and then was out.
Bye.
I mean, that's pre this all starting, which is incredible. Then you've got Hudson Williams. He's 25. He has a Korean mother and a British-Dutch descent father. He plays Shane Hollander.
He's so pretty.
So pretty. Canadian, both of them are stunning. And this is obviously actors, models, all that. That's the whole point.
It's part of the drill.
Unless you're a character actor, you're generally very pretty. And not just stock standard pretty. There's got to be pretty interesting.
No.
There has to be something about you that's very defining. So he's a Canadian boy. He studied acting in Vancouver. He had some small roles similar to Connor. He was in a TV show just for a little thing called Allegiance. Also on another show, which is a comfort watch for me, called Tracker. I don't know if you've ever seen it on Disney.
Tracker.
Yeah.
Sounds terrible.
It's got that guy who... oh God, was with Chriselle Strauss, the one from the Selling Sunset.
Oh,
Justin,
I know
I want to say
Chriselle.
Justin Hartley, I think his name is. Anyway,
Yes,
it's a bad
it is
show, but it's a
Justin Hartley.
procedural, and I know exactly what's going to happen from the first 5 minutes, and it's weirdly comforting.
Yeah.
So he's gone from playing pickleball with his friends, making some short films, posting them on YouTube. Again, there was one that I found today, and I'm going to watch it. It's like 23 minutes long. It has over 1 million views now on Hudson's YouTube. So clearly people they're really trying to find out the
Loving
lore of Hudson. Plus, he was also working at the spaghetti factory to pay the bills.
I didn't know there was a spaghetti factory. Side note.
Feels like something that we
sounds
should
like a
know.
great place
Yeah.
to go and eat.
I feel like ours would be La Paqueta. You know what I mean? Like we have
Is that still around?
some places
And
still
was that
have La
everywhere?
Paquetas. Yeah, La Paqueta was everywhere.
Was
there was
it?
definitely
I didn't
one in
realise that.
there was definitely one in Castle Hill. Come on, mate. You went to La Paqueta, didn't? Oh
Yeah,
no.
I know that. I know. I went there, but I didn't know it was like a chain.
Oh
I
no,
thought
it was
just,
everywhere. It was everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
They really tried to build it out. It was the biggest competition to Sizzler.
Spaghetti, what is it? Spaghetti House?
Spaghetti Factory. They're not just a house baby, they're a whole factory.
Spaghetti Factory, like Cheesecake Factory, like sounds much more like it sounds like you could get spaghetti in a drive-through, if I'm being honest. Spaghetti Factory. Like
And I don't know if that's how you
spaghetti
should get
in drive-through.
pasta in a drive-through. I don't
Do you know there was one though? There was a pasta shop up in Darwin when I lived there. Very short-lived drive-through because I don't think that anyone was driving through
No.
to get pasta.
No.
It did not take long to shut down.
There's some things that
R.I.P.
pop up in drive-through and I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. Like Guzman is in a drive-through now. And
Oh no, I'm all for that. You don't think that's good?
no, I feel
You don't
like
think that's good?
if you don't like, oh, fuck, mate, that's good stuff. That's really good stuff. If you don't know, they do Mexican food, their version of it. It's not very Mexican at all, to be honest.
No,
yeah.
it is.
No.
It's more Mexican than Zambrero. I
It's
think.
definitely, there's another chain called Zambrero, but in Australia there's GYG. And generally you're one or the other. You're either a Zambrero or you're a GYG. If you're a Zambrero, you're also a serial killer. So that's
Okay.
That's-
I mean, I'm not killing people. I'm just eating Zambrero.
no, and it's disgusting that you would. It's foul. And some of it tastes like cat food. I'll say it here. And that's not offensive.
GYG, we'll take a sponsorship deal from GYG. I'd still eat GYG. They put chips out. Like they got actual hot chips at GYG. That is something Zambies is lacking.
Yeah, again, not Mexican.
No, but I'm a staunch believer that every takeaway shop should have hot chips, like even Chinese and Thai places. Like I'm a staunch advocate for hot chips at all fast food.
Right. Okay, great. I feel like everywhere should have hash browns. So I guess we're kind of similar in a lot of ways.
See, you get it.
Everywhere
You
should
get
have
it. There
hash
should
browns.
be. There's something that everyone needs on a menu,
If you're
no
a
matter where you are.
cafe and you don't have a hash brown or a rosti, like why are you open? I don't understand.
Well, that's silly. Like cafes should 100% have.
Some don't.
But imagine like you go and get a chicken pad thai, and then you can just say and 2 hash browns on the side. Shut up. Incredible.
And this is why we are like, why are we getting fatter? I don't understand. While we're demanding hot chips be made everywhere. With Hudson's friends, apparently they said in this Vanity Fair article that they always knew that he was going to be big. Apparently there was just something special about him. And my question is, why do none of my friends ever say this about me? Not one person in my friendship group has ever said anything nice like that. They're always like, yeah, he does stuff. I don't know what it is. I've never watched it, never listened to it. Not one of my friends has ever like sat through one of my videos, I don't think. Not one. You absolutely haven't sat through one of my videos from start to end. Not one.
I think I have. In the early days.
I don't think so.
In the 2020 days.
When
I
it
think I
first
did.
started,
I think I
maybe
did.
the first video when I had 3 subscribers.
It has been 5 or 6 years since I have dabbled in a full video of yours.
Yeah, great. And his mum was actually worried that there wouldn't be any roles for someone who's Asian Canadian. But if there was ever again, right place, right time, this is it.
Right place, right time.
Right role.
Absolutely.
This is perfect. So we've got these 2 guys.
Perfect.
in a similar world. They're trying to do indie stuff. They're trying to make their own content. They're doing directing stuff and producing stuff themselves and doing all these self-tapes at home, trying to get whatever gig they can, working on hospitality. And they're both perfect for these roles. Like perfect. You've got Hudson, who is perfect to play Shane. And then you've got Connor, who is absolutely not Russian. But when I first watched the show and I didn't know anything about him, I was like, this guy's clearly fucking Russian. I had no idea that this...
He has a Russian look. I feel like he looks a little bit Russian.
Looked Russian.
Does he do an accent?
He's got, like, the accent was incredible. And he learnt Russian, like the things that he had to do like he did 4-hour lessons a day while he was filming the show.
Oh, what a good boy. This is the thing. This is the thing that the TikTok stars and the Instagram stars who get themselves on shows, they don't put this type of effort in. This is like old school acting.
Wow.
Right? This is like
wow, fucking come for
in the day where this is the only job you wanted, so you put everything into it.
I think there are some people who make content in short form and they put in just as much effort into it. I think it's just some people who want to...
Learning Russian?
Well, no, but the thing is there are people who make content online and they put effort in. I think there's generally a lot of people who put stuff out and they don't do fucking anything.
No. I'm not talking about content online.
Right.
I totally agree. I've got there's so many great creators online. I mean, there's just people who just have the certain look.
Oh, right.
Online.
Yep.
And then they get hired for something and you go, why did they get hired? They're not particularly good.
Yeah, but they got
at
hired
the
because
job
of all their followers
and they're not
and stuff.
putting in this effort.
Yep.
Yeah, they just happen to have 1 million followers and that helped out the brand.
No, I totally agree with you there. But for this guy, he started learning Russian 2 weeks before it started and then just kept doing lessons during the filming. And that's it.
Good for him.
And he had to speak Russian in the show and had to have that accent down the entire boy. And he's a boy from Texas.
So there's subtitles.
There's some subtitles, some. Most of the time he speaks English, so just chill, okay? Just chill.
I'm not there for the dialogue, though, am I? No one is.
Well, no, and here's the thing with the show, and this is the thing. I know that there's a lot of sex and it's very sex-forward. I get that it's very sex-forward, but really, once you get past them being very pretty, you still need the show to have substance. So it needs to have great acting and it needs to have great scripting and great substance. And it does, because it's all about their relationship. And I know that it sounds like I'm just a person who's obsessed with it, but it's actually phenomenal acting and craftsmanship from start to finish. So this is where they start. And then the whole press tour becomes a second show. They're on late night TV. There's the Golden Globes. There's thirsty tweet videos that they're doing. Red carpet appearances. The stuff that happened with Gail, Oprah's friend.
Gail?
Okay. And I thought we'll just watch some of it. Just some of it. Just little bits and pieces. Because there's just too much stuff for us to do. But I wanted you to see how much the press tour for this show almost outdid the show itself. Because it's actually incredible.
It's all very just I kind of just turn into a deer in headlights every time.
Really?
These freaks outside.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
So I saw this interview and I was like, oh, I wonder if there was a lot of fans. And then because I thought that, the algorithm knew I wanted to see it. And it just started showing me videos
the chip in your brain.
of them getting mobbed. Before they were going to their, one did Seth Meyers and one did Fallon. People were screaming as if they were this boy band. And they were getting mobbed.
Yeah.
It was like instant.
Because the BookTokers are after them. The BookTokers want to take the skin off them and wear it.
Okay. Well, that's a little bit much.
This is where BookTok, gets pretty crazy for this kind of thing. Because this book was huge on TikTok.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
For a long time.
Obviously the books had a real fan base, and that's why it really people lent into it. But I still feel like even though BookTok
You
needs to be
don't
more than just
understand BookTok.
Okay, that's true.
No, you don't
That's true.
understand BookTok.
What's that
I
one?
I have been convinced to read some of the most atrociously written books from fucking BookTok. And these girlies, and they're all girlies in my algorithm, you're lying to yourselves, mate. It's not a good book, but you're just so obsessed with these characters. And I'm not talking about Heated Rivalry.
I just wanted you to clarify that. I knew that, but I just wanted you to clarify.
There is this shit one called Magnolia Parks. Oh my God, that is the worst book I've ever read in my life. And it's,
Fucking
I think,
add her in the
becoming a
comments,
movie.
everyone. Add her in the comments.
And I'm like, I'm so happy because it's an Australian writer, so I'm really glad she's like, getting her due. But I'm sorry.
God, she hates it. That's a perspective from a frustrated novelist, by the way. That's
Shut up.
She also hates a friend of ours, Ryan, who has a podcast. You may have heard of it, called Tony and Ryan, because he's doing way better than us too. So, fuck him. And fuck everyone with a book.
Not true.
And fuck everyone with a popular book.
No.
I hate Ryan because he owes me money. That's the only reason why I hate Ryan.
I don't hate Ryan, and I don't like this slander. Congrats to them. They just won a Webby.
Nah, bring him down. So I totally agree with you. The BookTok thing is obviously something I'm not factoring in because I can't read. And that makes sense that the fandom have really, but I feel like, it's just gone more because obviously it takes over when it takes over a pop culture moment, because a lot of these BookTok things never reach me. They never reach me. And I understand there's a crossover with the gay.
Yeah, like there is a crossover, but that's what I mean. Like, I don't know that you're specifically for you as the way that you use TikTok and Instagram and all of that. You will never fully grasp.
No, I'll never grasp it.
The
No, you're right.
BookTok world is.
I'll never grasp it.
They're crazy over there. They fucking love their characters, and I'm scared for when they cast these characters because this one worked.
Yeah,
but I think there's another one coming out from a different book series, and
people are mad about some casting.
They're
they're really mad about the casting. I know exactly which one you're talking about, but I can't picture exactly.
I can't remember what it's called.
I can't picture the actors. And the press tour, not only for the BookTokers, but it got everyone was talking about the insanity that was happening, mostly from Hudson.
This is basically 90% of where I was for filming, but it's like it's here and it's gonna.
We don't need
my!
music. Where do I go? Underneath. Where do I go?
Wider, Jimmy. Wider, Jimmy.
Yes.
You have to stretch your hips. I doubt your hips are being stretched.
Hi, Mom.
And
This isn't the music. It's sports music.
and then you do the kind of like this.
Look at this.
Oh,
This is how hockey players warm up.
Is it actual?
Yeah.
Or is that
this
just
is
the gay
actually what
sex?
happens? And this is why
men's sport is so homoerotic.
the boy aquarium has really come to fruition, because now people are going to hockey games.
Is that what they call it?
They call it the boy aquarium because they're
that
just
is so funny. You're just watching the boys from behind the glass. That's so great. That's so wonderful.
Phenomenal. It's so good. So he's obviously that moment. There was also when on the red carpet with Gail said something about coming, and he was like, we do that a lot. During this whole press run, people are...
Say whole.
They're horny. They're so horny. People are so horny.
Is everyone okay?
No one's okay. Do you know how many times that Courts and I will send screenshots from our own comment section and ask if people are okay? Because 90% of the wackadoo, well, every wackadoo is great, but the people who just dip in for one episode or one 5-second bit of the video, or maybe just the caption, and then they lose their minds and they write like a thesis, a 5-page fucking thesis that is unhinged. We ask the question, is everyone okay? And the answer is no, babe. No one's okay.
No.
Everyone's not doing good. So they do this press tour, and the big question with all the fans, and this is when I wrote their names in together just when I was doing my research, okay, and that's what I'll tell my boyfriend. When I'm doing when he looks through my history later on, and he's like, you've done a lot of searching on these two together and individually. The biggest search was, are they a couple in real life? Because people ship this relationship so hard. They want it to be real. They want it to be so real.
Yeah, it's a bit like when Sydney Sweeney and Glenn Powell really went hard off camera for that movie they did, and everyone wondered the same thing.
And because they're actually really good friends, Connor and Hudson. They built a connection very quickly, and which is probably why they have such good chemistry on screen. And also you have to be extremely comfortable with someone that you are naked with a lot of the time, rubbing your body up against them. And guys, even if you're not attracted to someone, dicks get hard from rubbing, okay? They just get hard from rubbing. So you have to be really confident in your, like, friendship to not make that weird. You know what I mean? Like that, because it happens.
Like on the set,
yes.
There would be any set, this is any set, where there's a sex scene, like, the actors would be hard a lot.
Guys would get hard a lot because that's because you're in it and you're trying to emote all these things. You're tricking your brain and your body into it, so it would be very natural for you to have a hard penis. I
guess, like, if it was a woman, they would potentially also have the wetness.
Oh, fuck,
but it's
babe.
much easier. I know. I did not know how to say it.
Wow.
But you can hide that a lot easier than the guys.
Sure. Sure. And like the guys, the modesty, the cock socks that they put in where they have to kind of like squat down, put their balls and cock in it, like that can help restrict it a little bit. But still, like, and they fall off all the time. Like, I know the boys have made some jokes about how, like, they fell off that much, they were just like, whatever, just leave them off. And
take them off,
and I think that's also, that could, I don't know what's true and what's not, because just like you mentioned, Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney, and they really lent into those rumors about them. These two are obviously doing the same thing for their own careers for the show because they want everyone to live in the fantasy for a hot second. It's not baiting. It's just you get to live in the fantasy. And by going off the fans' responses, BookTok or not, people wanted to live in that fantasy so fucking bad.
They did.
They really wanted it.
Because we're not okay.
We're not okay.
No one's okay.
Now, with all of this fame thrust upon them, there's no real scandal that's come out about this. Like the biggest thing you mentioned before was like the chat around their sexualities. So they're not together and they haven't talked about their sexualities and who they want to, like, if they want to bang men or women more. They haven't talked about that. They do have matching tattoos. The boys got tattoos when they finished the season.
Cute.
The tattoo, it says sex sells, which I fucking love.
That's very true.
It's so good. But there is a bit of a toxic fandom around Hudson. Obviously, Dumois, I guess, revealed or teased that he had a girlfriend and then he had to sort of, people call it hard launching, but he's had to like drip feed her. It's like bring her out slowly. And then, you know, because people are going to get backlash because there's these toxic fans who are mad that he's with a woman and not with Connor in real life. So they've had to do bits and pieces, but it is confirmed now that he does have a girlfriend. Apparently it's a long-term girlfriend and people are pissed off about that.
That's crazy.
But apart from that, there's been a little bit of stuff also just with Francois and Connor. Now, Francois was also in the series. He plays a closeted hockey player who I won't spoil anything for anyone, but he's a closeted hockey player. And Connor and Francois were spending a lot of time together, and people then just put two and two together, and they were even more mad about that. They were more mad.
Oh, what? Because Connor was like cheating on Hudson?
Yes.
Oh my God. Fandoms are insane. Fandoms are insane.
Like, it's crazy. And then they came after Francois. Like, they really came after him. And Francois does not help. He's actually really he just fucks with everybody too much, I think. And
he's a shit stirrer.
Yeah. And also he just tells people to fuck off and it's not their business and stuff. And it's like he doesn't want to play the Hollywood game. And I think that's great for me because I think that's entertaining. But people still get more mad about that. So let's talk about, we started at day 0 when it was dropped. First 2 episodes were dropped on Crave, which is a Canadian streamer, and then it's been everywhere else on HBO. When they were making the show, no one cared. No one cared about it. And then once HBO saw it, they were like, fuck, we better buy this. And they bought it just in the nick of time. So we've gone from day 0 to day 55, them carrying the Olympic torch in Italy.
Crazy. Torchbearers, here we go. Like, people who are like super famous.
Yeah.
I don't know any of these names. They're all strangers to me. But look, Muhammad Ali, Kathy Freeman. I remember Kathy.
Yeah, I remember Kathy. Well, she had to stand there while the thing didn't go up. Remember? It got stuck. And we all just had to stand there and wait.
Embarrassing.
God, so awful for her.
So why did they get to do it?
Because they're so fucking famous. They're so...
hockey.
Well, yeah, it's hockey.
But they're not sporty.
But no, but I don't think there has to be a sports connection, does there? For you to be... I don't think there has to be a sports connection.
Well, I don't know. Everyone I was just seeing there seemed to be a sport person.
Let us know in the comments if there is a rule. But it seemed to be a pretty huge thing. Also, them presenting at the Golden Globes, not just getting to go, but presenting an award at the Golden Globes because everybody in the media spin knows what they're doing when they're like, we've got to get those boys on because everyone's then going to watch the Golden Globe.
You think everyone in the audience has seen Heated Rivalry?
Slow uptake on the woo.
That's a maybe. But their trainers have, and their moms have, and their daughters have.
It almost looked like they were. I know he was pretending to be nervous, but it almost looked like they weren't nervous. Like, I'm sure they're shitting their pants at all of this stuff that's going on, but they're just doing it. They're just handling
They
it.
are.
There's no huge scandals. There's nothing that, people are digging up on them to make them look bad. It's actually crazy to me.
It's like because their frontal lobes were formed before they got any fame. And
Maybe
so they're
25,
able to
26.
actually manage, maybe because these child stars, if they had been child stars, if something had taken off before this, you get like sucked into all this stuff and it's really overwhelming. And they're over 25. They kind of know who they are a bit more and they're able to handle it. It's quite good. Actually.
I guess maybe we should, hold off on making people famous.
I know,
until then.
Yeah, maybe there's something in that, guys.
No,
maybe
it'll never change.
Hollywood, maybe there's something in that.
Yeah, from Shirley Temple onwards, we were never going to change that. Nothing's going to change. And it's so sad at how it breaks so many people. They've also been in fashion shows, wearing huge brands, magazine covers. Even on red carpets like Dolce & Gabbana, Louis Vuitton, YSL. Connor hosted SNL. They got better agents straight away. Even before the show had fully come out, they got signed to CAA, which is a huge agency in the US. And they're both signed on to projects away from Heated Rivalry. Connor is going to be involved in a sci-fi project called April X. Also another thing called Look Behind You. Hudson is going to be in a thriller called Apparatus. And also alongside my other internet boyfriend, Dylan O'Brien, in a Crave drama. That's Apparatus. That's that one. And also he's going to be in Crave drama Yaga as well. So it's just...
I hope they get success in other things. You know how sometimes people they get so big in one thing and then people can't really imagine them doing anything else.
Yes.
A little bit like the Harry Potter kids.
Yeah.
And so then it was really hard for them to transition into doing other things.
I think it's different when they're not as young and also they're moving out of it quick. So they haven't. So they signed on to a 2-season deal, and I'll get more into that in a second.
Yeah.
But with the Harry Potter kids, they only did Harry Potter. And then it wasn't until the end that they were allowed to do anything. And I think Daniel Radcliffe, for him to go straight into Equus, straight after that on Broadway, was like, what a fucking choice. For him to just go,
chef's fucking kiss
I'm
from
going to do
him.
this crazy play. It's crazy play. Like, it's crazy.
I'll be naked and fucking a horse, basically.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
And I'm going to be naked to do that. And I'm just like, well, that's someone who really wants to push away from that. And I really respect that.
Yeah.
And also, again, he's handled everything so well. So I think there's some people who are ready for it and some people who just can't deal with it. And also, it really depends on who you've got around you. Also, we have to talk about where they started to where they are now socially. So, sure, they've got more friends. But, I mean, they started with less than 10,000 followers each on their socials on Instagram.
Yep.
And now
it's still pretty good for unknowns.
that's pretty good. But again, they're both hot and they're doing things and they're meeting people and they're getting little roles here and there. So
they're trying.
You could see that they would get some stuff. 4.1 million. 4.1 million for Connor and 4.3 million for Hudson. So
Hudson's the winner.
Yeah, he is the winner.
That's interesting.
So I don't know if
And
they had a
Hudson's the
deal
winner.
with whatever has to happen to the loser, but he is currently in the lead. Now, we know that they're doing season 2 of Heated Rivalry, and there are reports they are signed on for 3 seasons, but definitely 2. Now they've got new agents. Apparently, they're renegotiating their contracts because
good boys.
It really comes down to one of the most interesting parts for me is that they're famous but not rich. So
yes,
they have all this fame now and they have all these followers. And sure, the brand deals are coming in. They're doing magazine covers and they're doing bits and pieces here and there. But that money doesn't clear straight away. That money doesn't come in during the show because Connor still lives with his sister in an apartment in West Hollywood and Hudson still apparently lives with his mum in Vancouver. So
cute.
During the series, they both got paid around $80,000 for the entire series each.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like an 80,000 salary for the year sort of thing.
So that's not a lot. Like, it's a good amount of money, but that's not rich money. That's not rich money where you need to have drivers and security guards and things that all come with this incredible level of fame because you know that there's this window before they get any cash that like people could get really obsessed with them, find out where they live and actually get into their places at this stage.
Creepy.
And that's
super creepy.
Scary. That shit's so scary. But speaking of the deals, the one thing that I wanted to end on was Hudson's doing a lot of stuff, so is Connor, but Hudson got this Peloton ad, and I don't know if you've seen it, and I just thought that maybe this would be the thing that might get you to finally watch my favorite show. Like, if you're not going to do it for you, why haven't you done it for me yet?
Show it to me. Let's see if it convinces me. Okay, sweat. Okay. Oh, I could add those to my routine.
I'm really sorry to anyone who had to watch me watch that, but I think I had my mouth open the whole time, and that's probably a little bit unprofessional.
I think that's the aim of that ad.
Yeah,
don't worry. I think they probably nailed it if you had your mouth open the whole time. Obviously, like that was very.
Oh God, she didn't
that was
like
a nice
it.
ad.
She didn't like it. Guys. Nothing will work. Nothing will work.
No. I'll watch it. I need to watch it because it's the zeitgeist. I need to understand it more. I need to fall in love with these characters. And it was kind of like when I refused to watch that One Day series. And then when I did, I was like, oh, I get it.
Well, I was telling you to watch
I'm a
it.
bit like, I know.
And I was like, just wait. Just wait.
I'm like a negative Nancy with these romantic shows.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get me in. And so I know this is romantic, Heated Rivalry.
Yes.
And so it's been really hard. But I will watch it for you.
Thank you.
And for Hudson.
Great.
And I'll
Not for
report
Connor?
back.
Not for Connor?
I think I like Hudson.
Wow. You're
Hudson
a part of the
was in the
4.3 million.
Peloton ad, right?
Yeah. That's Hudson. Yeah.
Yeah. Hudson. Connor reminds me a little too much of Cody Simpson.
Yeah.
And Cody Simpson, I can't with him because he feels like a child to me.
Still, even though he's a proper grown man who's had many relationships. And I think he has a mortgage. Yeah. So he's like...
And he's jacked and like he's like, he's a man. Like he's obviously
But you can't not see him.
30,
can you see Justin Bieber as a man now?
As a child. Not really.
Right.
No.
Yeah. But Daniel Radcliffe?
He's a little boy. Yeah. There's exceptions to every rule.
And we found yours. Okay. Maybe you want to lash out at Courts for all of her shaming that particular book in BookTok. Slander. Maybe you've got some feelings also. Maybe your mouth was agape at the Peloton ad, or maybe there's more things. I wish we could sit. We've gone too long already, but I wish we could sit here and just watch all the clips that I had ready, but we've literally run out of time. Because there's so much that we could talk about this 0 to 55 days, them being super fucking famous, and it's going to be interesting to see where it lands.